If you're shopping Tahoe versus Yukon, here's the truth. They're basically twins, but the ownership experience can feel totally different depending on trim, features, and even car seat safety details, including one issue the car mom calls out that a lot of buyers miss. Welcome back to Adore Autos, where we specialize in providing owner reviews for used cars. Today we're comparing the GMC Yukon versus Chevrolet Tahoe using owner feedback from Kelley Blue Book, Cars, Car Gurus, plus cost data from RepairPal and reliability notes from Consumer Reports. 1. Same DNA. Why they feel so similar. First, the basics. The Tahoe and Yukon are built on the same GM full-size SUV platform, share many engines and mechanical parts, and often drive similarly. The real differences usually lie in trim strategy, interior design, and available premium features, especially when you compare a Yukon Denali to a Tahoe LT or RST. Even review sites often describe them as very close mechanically, with differences showing up in how they're packaged and priced. 2. The big differences buyers actually notice. A styling plus premium feel. The Tahoe tends to feel like the mainstream version, clean, practical, lots of trims. The Yukon leans into a more upscale identity, especially Denali, where GMC puts its most premium materials and features front and center. B. Features you're more likely to find on Yukon. This is where Yukon sometimes justifies the price. You'll often see more premium first options, especially on Denali Ultimate, while Tahoe buyers might need to climb trims or add packages to match. C. Price plus value perception. Owner feedback across multiple sites tends to be consistent. People love the comfort and capability, but complain about value, especially when pricing rises. KBBS review summaries for both models repeatedly show styling and comfort as strengths and value as a weak spot. 3. Owner reviews. The good, the bad. KBB owner reviews are useful because they summarize what actual owners consistently praise or complain about. For example, KBB's 2023 Tahoe owner summary shows mixed sentiment, with only about half recommending that year comfort and styling score well, while value takes a hit. Meanwhile, KBB's 2024 Yukon summary is more positive, with a higher share of owners recommending again, comfort, styling, strong, value weaker. You'll see these percentages change by year and trim, but the pattern is consistent. Cars.com, real daily life feedback. Com reviews often sound like real-life ownership diaries. Smooth ride, roomy, nice features, and then sometimes, I bought a warranty just in case. Car Gurus, high ratings, but consistent complaints. Car Gurus user reviews for both models are often very strong, around 4.85 for examples like 2021 Tahoe and 2021 Yukon, but the same complaints appear again and again. Fuel economy, no surprise. Some complaints about seat comfort or interior materials depending on trim, and wish it had more features standard on certain trims. 4. Ownership costs. What RepairPal suggests. Let's talk money because these are big SUVs, and big SUV costs add up. RepairPal estimates the average annual repair cost for the Chevy Tahoe at about $744, whereas the GMC Yukon's average annual repair cost is about $747. Both are described as average ownership costs. But RepairPal also notes that when issues happen, they can be more severe than average, meaning repairs can be expensive even if they're not constant. Quick reminder, if you like videos that pull real owner feedback and cost data before you buy, subscribe to Adore Autos. I post used car breakdowns like this every week. 5. Car seat setup plus the car mom's safety callout. If you're buying a Tahoe or Yukon for family life, this section matters a lot. Anchors plus flexibility. The car mom breaks down the car seat hardware clearly. In her Tahoe review, she notes strong second row flexibility, including multiple anchor points, depending on configuration, and emphasizes the importance of seating positions for families planning 2 to 3 car seats. In her Yukon XL review, she explains how bench versus captain's chairs change your setup, and that in the third row, you're typically working with tether anchors rather than lower anchors. But there is one major problem with both of these big SUVs. The car mom repeatedly calls out that some GM full-size SUV seating positions lack a middle head restraint, framing it as a safety issue especially for anyone sitting there without a seatbelt. Lack of a headrest makes it a dangerous seating position. Her point is simple: a lack of a headrest increases whiplash risk and limits who can safely sit in that seat. If you're buying for a growing family, this can be a deal breaker depending on your seating plan. 6. Crash and safety ratings. Safety ratings are tricky because testing varies by year and agency, but here is what we can verify from major sources. NHTS A Tahoe 2024 reported a 4-star overall rating in coverage summaries, with a breakdown showing strong side results but a lower rollover score. NHTS A Yukon 2024 also reported as 4 stars overall in review coverage. IIHS. The Tahoe has published IIHS testing results for recent model years. The rating applies across the tested range noted by IIHS. For the Yukon, Consumer Reports specs pages indicate that IIHS overall safety is not available in some years. Bottom line, both are large, heavy SUVs with strong occupant protection in many scenarios, but always check the exact year, trim, and safety tech package, and verify recalls before purchase. So what's the difference between the Yukon and Tahoe? Mechanically, they're extremely close. The Yukon often feels more premium, especially Denali trims. Owner reviews across KBB, Cars.com, and CarGurus show comfort and space are big wins, while value and fuel costs are common complaints. RepairPal suggests similar annual repair costs mid-$700s with the reminder that big repairs can still be pricey. And if you're a family buyer, don't ignore the car seat details, especially the missing middle headrest warning the car mom highlights. If this helped you, like and subscribe. It's the best way to support Adore Autos, and it helps me keep these owner review deep dives coming. Drive safe, and I'll see you in the next one.